Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's doing well. John May, the first man in the chat. Hope everybody's doing great. Hope you're just staked and chilled, or locked and chilled, or holding and chilling. Whatever keeps you at peace. I for one, I slept really well last night. So this is the day, just so, and people are watching this in the future. Hey, wannabe. Today is the 19th of March, 2025, and we had the big PTGC shakeup yesterday. There was a lot of, can I just say this? There was, I don't know it for a fact, but whenever anything like that happens, there is going to be a ton of misinformation flying around. So let me just say it. There was a ton of misinformation flying around. I don't know what it was, but it was out there. And so, but I'm just hodling my bags. What's up, John May? And guys, look at this, man. Let me show you guys something. If you're not watching what's happening over on Pulse Chain right now, look at this, guys. pTGC up 56% the last 24 hours. Yeah, man. Yes. UFO 43%. I have a friend, at least one. This one I know for sure bought the dip. Those opportunities don't happen all the time, right? They come around once about, I think they come around about once a quarter. Okay, I remember a big dip last summer. I remember another large dip in December, and here we are in March. So, we can actually see it on the chart, right? You just go to the, I'm not gonna bore you guys with all the details and trying to find this on stream. But man, I'm telling you what, man, I'm so happy for this gal. She got the dip. And what I'm doing is there are girls in my circle of friends, and I'm just reaching out to them, keeping them encouraged and stuff, because they get a little bit rattled, more rattled than guys do. This gal, she's like, I'm backing up my truck. You go, girl. Yeah. All right. Romeo, it's good to see you. Banana went bananas over his laundry. I operate a small business, and every few weeks I gotta wash the laundry at the laundromat. No big deal. Gets me out of the office. Working to take you juicy information about pTGC Eco. Let's go. Man, the rewards yesterday were very juicy. Better than they had been in the past weeks. And if you have locked pTGC, what do we earn? 105 pTGC for every 1 million in 100% lock. So if you had a 90% lock, just take that 105 times 0.9, and that was your earnings for every 1 million. Does that make sense? So yeah, there was how much was unlocked? 38 million, I think. Something like that. I've got it in my records. It's pretty sweet. Let me just show you guys what I got cooking. Yes, they did. Burr mode. Yeah, making money. Yeah, I was making some money. Let's have a look at that. I want to show you guys my my little calculator that I got. I think a bunch of you guys have seen it, but maybe some of you haven't. Well, we will get into, I want to find out how many people are new to the Grays currency and how many are new to Pulse Chain. The bubble's going to pop soon. What bubble? I don't know what bubble you're talking about. Oh, give me a sec, guys. I pulled up the wrong screen, so hold up. Window. I want to show you guys my little calculator where I get this. Okay, so yesterday, this is based on my 1 million pTGC that I have locked in a 10-year lock. So every day I take a reading, and this is yesterday. Okay, this top line right here. And let me get back on here. The top line right here. And yesterday, Yesterday, we had 1,029 pTGC in locking rewards in that wallet. Today, it was 1,135. So my calculator just does a little subtraction. So see where it says locking yield added? We added 105 yesterday. And then I've got another little calculator here that tells me how much was unlocked. And if you guys, I'm not going to, there's the formula up there. If you guys want to dig into it, have at it. But it looks to me like 49 million pTGC was unlocked. And then right here, I've got this calculates for me the 30-day total going back, right? So we have had some very large unlocks in the last month. And this is very consistent with last year's average, which was 395 million. Guys, that's stinking cool. I'm not sure whether we're going to see a lot more unlocks going into the cycle. As price goes up, people are going to be tempted to unlock for sure. But does that mean that we're going to unlock more than 395 million per month? I'm not sure. I don't know. We will find out. Okay, we'll find out together. Crypto bubble is in how they're manipulating the market. They only keep it down for so long. You know what I'm saying? Crypto bubble as in how they're yeah. Okay, gotcha. Speaking of crypto bubbles, let's go to the crypto bubbles. I'm glad you used that term, bubbles. Let's look at pTGC. It's number 324 today. And how are we doing on the bubbles? Yeah. 51%. How about UFO? Number 720. Up 42%. What about PLS? Is it on here? Pulse chain 115. We got hit hard yesterday. Yeah, so up 16%. PulseX up 22%. But look, what is happening is that Pulse chain is making a recovery, and it's dragging pTGC. It's like slingshotting pTGC and UFO up with it because we're so heavily bonded. I'll do a little research on what is this. Hold on, this is USD. How come it says? Let me get rid of this screen that's back here that you guys can't see, because we got a big red candle here. Yet it says Pulse is up 18% on the daily USD. You guys see anything I'm doing wrong here? Let me do a refresh. And I want to get some idea, guys, how many of you are brand new in here. Yeah, this is odd, guys. Let me go to the 4 hour and see what we got. Give me a second, guys, because this is really puzzling me. I think Dex Screener is having a hiccup. This would have been yesterday, the bottom. Yeah, 18 March, and then we're up 21, WPLS 21. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, guys. I really just don't know why it's showing green and red candles. So, yeah, that's unusual. Let's go to pTGC and see how it's doing. How are we doing on the ratios? We were down to about, I think, about 8 pulse per pTGC, somewhere in there, 8.7. Yeah. When I was talking to this gal, that is exactly where it was. It was 8.7 pulse per pTGC. And I was like, woohoo. That's, and look, we're already up to 11.5. So we're up in ratio from yesterday's bottom. We were up 32%. Nice. I'll do a little study about, how Pulse is recovering in relation to pTGC and, vice versa. Because this will be an interesting case study because we had a significant dump. Now, what I'm expecting to see is pTGC pull ahead of Pulse, right? Because we know, like last year when Pulse did a 4x, pTGC did a 40x. Well, I'll figure it out. Probably post about it on Twitter. Okay, let me ask you this question. We've been live for 10 minutes. If you're brand new to Pulse Chain, put a 1 in the chat. Like if you're brand new to Pulse Chain, brand new to the Grays, put a 1 in the chat. I want to know how many like brand new eyeballs we have in here, because that's what this is about. It's not just for me to jibber jabber, but it's this is a forum for new people to learn what they hold. Good afternoon, TS Pedro. All right, hold on for a second. Take a sip of coffee. Did I not show you my screen? I think what is also happening is Bitcoin is recovering. One. Hey, Paul, how's it going? We've been having some conversations this morning, haven't we? All right. It doesn't sound like, I mean, judging by the chat, the response, the quiet response in the chat, it sounds like there's really not anybody that's like brand new to Pulse Chain. All right. I'll give you one more question. Who is brand new to the Grays currencies and really needs like a walkthrough of the Grays currencies? And then I got another question. After that. All right, you guys, put a 1 in the chat if you're brand new to the Grays currencies. Landscraper. Hey, guys, put a 1 in the chat. Let's see. Where can we go? Let's go look at the DApp. Just for fun. Okay, so far it's looking like there's nobody that's brand new. Gotta enunciate my words, not brand new. If you are new, you are in the right place, Kay Hudson says. The right community, the right ecosystem. You are pretty rich. Yeah, rich in advance, rich by faith. Yeah, man. All right, last question. Are you guys ready for this one? All right. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, let's do this. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that. I have to be careful how I state it, because the PDI thing it's polarized, right? I don't know enough about it to make a determination one way or the other. So put a 1 in the pre-rich. Yeah. Put a 1 in the chat if you think PDI is going to peg. Put a 0 if you think it's a nothing burger. Okay. 1 if you think if there's something there. Maybe not even peg. Put a 1 if you think it's positive what all is happening, or a 0 if you think it's negative. Put a 1 if you're positive about it, 0 if you're negative. And I'm going to answer this one. I'm just going to wait for some votes because I don't want to skew the answers. I've got my answer in the chat ready. I just got to hit enter. Oh, excuse me, guys. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Guys, I am really surprised. Okay. All right. You guys ready for my answer? 3, 2, 1. That's where I am. And that is where I will remain until it's all said and done. I mean, really, if you guys want some notes, I'm not going to show it publicly, but like if you guys want some of my stuff that I've been passing around to keep people encouraged, this is Prairie Banana Suicide Watch. If you want, you just have to reach out to me on Telegram and say, hey, send me because I can just go click, 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 send. And I can send you some stuff. But from what I have been able to gather, I couldn't gather anything yesterday. It was chaotic. Today, I got some stuff, and it's just like, okay, 2 of my buddies, they are buddies, and I look up to these men, and they are very intelligent. They don't have a determination one way or the other. There's just like too many missing pieces for them to say, no, it's complete, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's one way or the other. And I'll hang my hat on that. And then I've been orchestrated shakeout, in my opinion. Absolutely could be. I hesitate to get information out of the PDI chat for 2 reasons. And I also want to get information out of the PDI chat. Okay, if I was to go, I don't want information out of the PDI chat because maybe those guys are delusional. And if I do want information out of that chat, it's because I think those guys are closer to the truth because they're watching it like, I don't know, very closely. So I've been in that. You guys can jump in the PDI chat too if you want and just go. It's a very active chat right now. And there's just a lot. There's so much going on in there, like garbage, memes and stuff. But some of the people that are close to or have been following this thing for a long time, like 9 Iron Capital for one, or P. Di Sancho, and I know I'm name dropping here, but Sami, some of these guys that have been proponents of this thing from the very beginning they're still behind it. I still think it's going to happen. I'm like, dude, I hope so, because what it would do to pTGC and UFO would blow people's minds. And let's have a look at that too in the calculator. This may not be in like an AMA presentation on pTGC and the greatest currencies this time because of everything that's going on. And I still want you, if you're new and you need some help with anything, drop your question in the chat or put a 1 in the chat if like you're brand spanking new. But here's a nugget that I've been like, I heard this last summer and it didn't really hit home with me. And I thought they were just messing up their language. Somebody says PDI will be pegged quicker than you think. And I'm like, ooh, he didn't say, well, I didn't really think much of it. I didn't notice that word quicker. But then last December, same topic came up and they're like, quicker. I'm like, what? Quicker? Do you mean sooner? There's a difference. Okay. Assuming this person is an English speaker, there's a difference between quicker and sooner. Quicker means it's happening right now, or happening quickly from beginning to end, happens quickly. Sooner means it's not going to happen in 3 months, happens this week, something like that. So that is a thing. The language that from people that say they know what's happening or what's going on, the language is that it's going to happen quicker than we think. Like, I like that. So guys, do I have a dog in the fight? I hold some PDI, not much. I would love for it to happen to what it would do to the chain. Yeah, man. So let's have a look at, I think that would be very, very, I just don't know. I don't know enough about it, guys, to be able to say how it's all going to work. I know people are streaming about it. If you guys want to watch streams, Maddie did a stream. Steven, Coexistence Steven did a stream on it. Wolfman, not Wolfman. He's a friend of mine and I should know his name. And also someone else that escapes my mind right now. Let's do a little moon math. I understand the risks. Give me the hopium. I understand the risks. Just give me the hopium. Hi, Shaka. Let's see what I got to go back. Sorry, guys. I got to go back to this. I'm a chart watcher. Look at this pTGC chart. And maybe Shaka can help me understand oh, there it is. It finally fixed itself. Oh, no. We were on the pulse chart, weren't we? This makes sense. This is pTGC on the daily in USD. Now you go to WPLS. Maybe it fixed. On the daily, USD. Over here it says it's up 22%, and over here it's red. But the 3076 and the prices are not really matching. There's some disconnect there, and I'm probably just St. Wolf. Thank you, Crypto Dave. All right, so let's have a look at what pTGC and Pulse and UFO would look like if UFO pegs. UFO pegs, if PDI pegs. All right, let's see pTGC and PDI. And let's say that pTGC does a 5x over PDI. Target price is $1. calculate, sip of coffee. It's 1,000x, guys. That'd be a 37-cent pTGC. How long is it going to take for if PDI pegs? How long is it going to take for it to peg? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it happens overnight, but I don't know enough about it. Like I said, 3 times now. I just don't know. And the number is going to be the same for UFO. If we say that UFO is going to 5x over PDI, and it does have a good history, we should look at that. And PDI goes to $1. That's going to be a nearly 3-cent UFO. Now, let me go back up my claims of UFO and pTGC moving up against PDI. Let's check this out. pTGC, other pairs. You guys can do this on your own computers too. And I know I'm probably showing you guys stuff you already know, but if there are new people, then I want to make sure you guys know how to do this. Click on, we're going to go look at pTGC and PDI. This is the pTGC PDI pair. And we're not going to look at this in USD. Let's zoom out. Maybe but we're going to look at it in die, in terms of die. So this is going to be how many die do I need per pTGC? So we'll click on die. I'm probably going to put this on the weekly or a 3-day. Let's put it on a 3-day first. Now, okay, so this is the entire lifetime of the chart. And if we go from here and take a measurement from just right here, the 24th of May to today, that looks like that's 110. No, that's all right, guys, I get mixed up. 1,138% is like 10. That looks like an 11x. Let me know if I'm wrong. I want to go use my ChatGPT, but then I might dock some stuff. I think that's an 11x against PDI. Let me know in the chat if you would. What does that mean? That means pTGC has been performing better than PDI. So why would I hold PDI instead of pTGC? Okay, now, and this is why I am putting a 5 in here, 12x. Thank you, Hans. So I was close. At least I was close. So I'm putting a 5 in here to be modest. Let's put a 12 in there. And that's going to be a 12 times. Oh, that'd be a 2,500x. What would that do to PT? I bet that would make pTGC $1. Let's see. We do a 12x on pTGC and $1 PDI. That'd be a 88-cent pTGC. That's some juice. Yes, Perry Banana. I am the guy that's going to pull out the heavy math, right? Everybody's, and myself included, like we're hesitant to talk about the heavy math that these machines could do, pTGC and UFO, because it's just, it boggles your mind, man. But is it possible? Yes, and especially in 20. Yeah, thank you. Yes, 1,100 means 12x. Yeah, there's kind of a funky thing in there, isn't there? Add 1 to whatever. Thank you. I'll try to remember that, Hans. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's like teamwork around here, man. I need a lot of teamwork. But I'm going to be the guy that's going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, because this is crypto. I mean, it gets good, it gets bad, and it can even go ugly. Let's just, do we always need to be modest? Well, there is a time. There is a time to be modest. And that's when I put the X factor of 5 in there. But then you go and throw in 12 and it's like, what? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's possible. Is it probable? See, that's something I deal with in life is it possible? Okay. Is it probable? You got to look at things that way sometimes. It's, a 2,500x is possible. Is it probable? It's not as probable as 1,000x. Okay. Let's have a look at, what did we just look at? We looked at pTGC and pTGC. Let's be fair and include the big brother, not the big brother, the twin brother, UFO. I'm going to show here. Let's look at this on the daily. Now we had I'm going to put this to right. What you showed me, I'm going to put it to work right now, Hans. This is UFO. Now I want to look at it during versus pTGC, and this will definitely be on the 3-day. UFO pTGC. We'll do a look at the 3-day chart, and then we're going to look at the ratios. And I'm hoping it's a 12. Let's kind of, where should we go from? Like, I like to skip the initial run up because it's kind of not fair, because there's that initial excitement about the token, right? I tell you what, I'm going to go, I want to go from here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to split the difference and measure from here, just to be extra modest. So from here, oh, hold on a second, guys. I want to be able to see where we actually are. What did I say right here? Okay, hold up, guys. I want to go from here to where we are today. That's an 8x. Is that correct, Hans? I think that's an 8x. 8.4. Man, okay. That's an 8x. So we're going to go to the calculator. UFO and pTGC. If pTGC pegs at, if we do an 8x against pTGC and pTGC goes to $1, that would be a 1600x in UFO. Thank you, Hans. Now, if we did half that, if UFO did half that, calculate, it's going to be 820x. Who would sneeze at that? Who would turn down that number of X's? I know that there are going to be the greatest currencies have already printed a ton of millionaires. There are some people that whose lives have been changed. I can say for one that, and I've been in Hex for almost 4 years. It would be August. It'll be 4 years. Hex never printed the money that the greatest currencies have printed for me on a daily. I mean, my rewards for yesterday. So the volume, let's look at that. The volume yesterday was pretty significant. And my rewards it wasn't exit money. You know, I still got to, wash towels at the laundromat. I'm good. I'm not stepping off the pier until the boat is there. But the greatest currencies have printed more money on a daily than my Hex has or any other crypto that I'm involved in. And that's why I'm such a raving fan of this ecosystem. And guys, I got it. Let me show you this. I've got to bring this up. Okay, bear with me. We'll come back to this. Let's leave it on UFO. Reset the chart here. Let's go to the UFO pulse pair. And let's look at on the 3-day. I want to show you guys. This is something that I show everybody that's brand new, and even some old people need to see this. Okay. Watch this. Okay. All right. We were dead in the water on UFO for a number of months. It was just, well, it's like nothing was happening. But then, and this is, hold up. I got to make sure I'm clicked on the right one. I'm sorry, guys. 3-day. Come on, Prairie. Get your act together. You guys aren't getting dizzy. I should tell you guys. All right, close your eyes. All right, now this is UFO WPLS chart, not USD, WPLS. So we're looking at the ratio. Watch this, guys. All right, watch how this is going up. And you'll see the same thing for if you do this with pTGC. Every one of these candles is 3 days. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have some pullbacks, but look at those surges. They're like significant, right? Bam. I mean, over time, this thing is just crushing it against WPLS. And where is PLS right now? This is where I wanted to get to on this little tangent. It is 30% of sacrifice price. It's 30% of sacrifice price. Do you think Richard Hart is going to accept anything less than 100x? From what? Probably the bottom, at least, minimum. I'm thinking it's got to be 100x, from sac price. I don't know. But let's say we do 100x from here. I mean, that's going to be a big deal. Why am I bringing this up? Because we are literally at the bottom of pTGC. Because I just said pTGC, the greatest currencies have printed a lot of millionaires, and you're thinking, yeah, well, I ain't one of them. Not yet. If you're on the sidelines, waiting to get in, what I'm showing you is your opportunity to get in, because Pulse Chain is going to have its run. I'm convinced of that. When it runs, look what happens to UFO. Look what's going to happen. The same thing happens in pTGC. pTGC and UFO move up against the layer 1 when it moves. The layer 1 is below sacrifice price right now. People are underwater from what they paid for it 4 years ago. Okay. So when it moves, ladies and gentlemen, we think, we speculate, we hypothesize that it will be dramatic for the Gray's currencies. The writing's on the wall. Okay, look. And with pTGC, it's probably even more dramatic. Let's just, to be fair to pTGC this time, let's go look at pTGC. What else do you guys want to talk about? WPLS. You got to set that first and then go to the 3-day chart. We've been on for 32 minutes. I wish there was a way I could zoom all the way over to the right. Maybe there is. You guys probably know. You guys know more about crypto than I do. I have a channel and I'm going to use it for the grays. All right, now we're in WPLS 3-day chart. I'm going to scroll. This is October, and we're going to scroll all the way. We're going to watch this history of movement up against the layer 1. I just discovered this in the last week or so, guys, and I just think this is so cool. I mean, look at that. Up, 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 down, up, 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 down. It's like, slap me silly and call me Willie. This sucker is strong. And all the while, it's doing all this, right? I mean, hundreds, maybe even thousands of X's against the layer 1. And all the while, the layer 1 is just sideways. Nothing. Like crickets, man. Okay. There's your illustration for why it is not too late. What are my thoughts on MetaMask? I did see something, John, about MetaMask from Vibra today. That was disappointing. So I don't know. I haven't heard what's up with MetaMask. I heard there was some kind of security thing with it. Man, I hope that don't happen with Ravi. I would be so upset. I love Ravi. What are my thoughts on MetaMask? It was a thorn in my side for my first couple of years in crypto. Those are my thoughts on MetaMask. I despised MetaMask. It's like having a car that you got to push start every time. That's how I felt about it. It's like, I just want to get in, turn the key, and go. Well, that's what Rabbit Wallet is. Rabbit Wallet is the Lamborghini compared to MetaMask, which is like a 1980s minivan. That's the contrast, guys. MetaMask is awful. It's awful. They're not Pulse Chain friendly. When I think of MetaMask, I think of it as like a not Richard Hart friendly wallet. Right. Let's go back to look into ptgc.com. Alpha Voxer says pTGC seems to be holding a strong floor compared to a lot of other projects on the chain that have dropped All right, here's another tangent. I'm glad you said that because we can always come back to look into. Let's look at my watch list, my main watch list, and look at the 24-hour. Okay, let's see. Are we up here? pTGC is right here, up 33%. Most of these assets are on Pulse Chain. You might be referring to like the core assets though too, Alpha Bucks and I'm good with that. Here's UFO. I should have like a core asset. Well, my core assets actually are right over here. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pulse X, pTGC, and UFO are, even UFO at 21% is doing better than any of these assets. But I have Hex down here. Hex is up 11%. eHex is up 4%. Inc is up 9%. Teddy Bear is up 36%, but it's a meme coin. Atropa is up 55%. All right, I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Okay, so, whoa, PDI is up 61%. Woo! Wow. Okay, so what's going to happen? PDI going to be dragging the Grays currencies up. Guys, crypto is so incredible. One thing I look forward to is having bounce back is crazy. Yeah. And you know what? I never have stables on the side. Why? Because I haven't even gotten into profit taking mode. But once I'm in that mode, like this next cycle, I intend to have stables on the side and take advantage of these. About once a quarter, there's a big shakeup, big opportunity, and you can really make a leg up. So, yeah, man, good times. Let's see. Oh, we got some comments. MetaMask is like an old Honda Accord from 1998. Rabby is like a beautiful functioning Volvo V70 2001. I sense a little bias there, Hans. I'm just joshing with you, man. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Rabby Wallet is the GOAT. It's malware that is targeting Coinbase and 20 different crypto wallets used on Chrome extensions. Rabby is not listed as one of the 20. Thank you, Shaka, for that bit of information. Okay. Oh, man, they're malware targeting these wallets. Well, that's crazy because the dump, though. Bounce back is crazy. Yeah, isn't it? That's amazing. It's like yesterday was brutal. Today is happy times. Right. What's happening in the Grays currencies? This is where you want to go for a summary of what's going on. Look into ptgc.com. If you guys want a subscription to this, you can reach out to me directly or sign up on the site. This is Crypto Kong's creation, but he and I have been working on it together a little bit. So the market metrics. Here's the price, up 33% last 24 hours. The volume is really good. We were down like in the 200s in volume. Let's just go look at that really quick. Let me know if this makes you guys dizzy, like when I flip my screens around and stuff, because then I can do something about it. Okay, hold up. Daily tokens burn. Look, we burned 1.1 dolphins yesterday. 7.7 squids the day before that. Here we go, volume. You guys see this over here? This is what I recorded this morning. And then in days prior, look, it was in, 200, 300, 100 even, missed a day. So yesterday was really good volume. What is it right now? I recorded 8:55 this morning, and it's at 6:37. Yeah, because everything's settling. But who knows, they might pick up, right? Either way, we're at $637,000 in volume. Liquidity is up. I think yesterday it was at 4 or 3. Today it's up to 6,000. That's just because not all the pairs were firing. So it wasn't registering all the liquidity. Circ supply price for 28x, guys, from 1 penny. Right now, this is the fee allocation for the last 24 hours. 3,000 to burn, 3,000 liquidity, 13,000 to the Dow, 6,000 to holders, 6,000 to stakers, and the fees collected, $31,715. That's a good day. That is a decent day. Yes. Let's look at UFO. I'm still a dolphin, hopefully a shark soon. You go, John. You go. I hope you get that shark position. If you do, let us know, or not for security, whatever. It's your choice. UFO's volume is $670,000. Let's look at what I had recorded in recent days. Well, I recorded 1 million this morning. And then it has been, honestly, it's been a little low, guys. Look at this. Well, this is a copy. I need to fix that, but I won't because it just goes on and on into history. $67,000 one day about 2 weeks ago, and at 100s and 200s since, but 1 million yesterday. We like that more volume, right? We love that volume. So 374x to a penny for UFO. The total fees collected in the last 24 hours, $39,500. And here's how it was distributed. $20,000 to LP providers, $6,000 to buy and burn UFO, $6,000 to UFO holders, and $6,000 to buy and burn pTGC. That's a good deal. UFO is burning the fire out of pTGC, and that's how we like it. This token is, from what I've been able to gather about UFO, it is more like it's more responsive to the market. It generates more of its volume just from the market moving. Whereas pTGC, and if Zen's in the chat, he can correct me, but pTGC is more like users buying and selling is what creates the volume for pTGC. But UFO, from what I've been able to gather, is more market induced volume, if I can put it that way. What else, guys? Shall we look at the lot calculator? Let's do that. We already looked at some moon math. What else we got to cover? Hold on a second. Take a sip of coffee here. I'm watching the time. We haven't even gotten into the DAP. Put one in the chat if you need help with the DAP. That's what I'm here for. Don't be ashamed. Please do not be ashamed to put a one in the chat. I really hope you guys can't hear me swallowing, but I think you can. Put a 2 in the chat if you can hear me swallowing, because I got to remember to mute my mic. All right, what was our monthly average so far this month? 395 million. That's about where we are. And that was the monthly average for last year. 395 million what? pTGC being early unlocked. What does that do? It pays the other lockers. Because when a person has pTGC in a lock, you can early unlock it, but you're going to pay 30% of your principal to the other lockers. That's great for the other lockers. Not so great for the holder, unless you've done like a bazillion X's. And then it's like, I don't care. I put $100 into this thing. It's worth $1,000. If I early unlock it, I'm still walking away with $600 in profit. That's cool. You know, you can't tell me that there's not anybody that has a lock that's not going to be tempted to do that. And that's just a 10x. What about 100 or 1,000x? And besides, who doesn't enjoy being benevolent? I mean, do we really want to be a Stinge, a Scrooge? You know, even though we're in crypto to make money. Yeah, I'm kind of advocating early unlocking, but we don't want to do it if we don't have to. I mean, I'm totally with you guys. I don't want to early unlock because you're literally, it's a benevolent move, but it hurts, right? Just like anything, if like you're giving, like there's joy in giving, and then there's also a little bit of hurt. Sometimes, but you want it to be more joyful than hurtful. So Well, I suppose that the more X's that you have, the more joyful it would make it. Because you're giving some and then making some profit. So let me make a distinction. This is a good time to make this distinction between holding rewards, locking rewards, holding rewards and staking rewards and locking rewards. Okay, these two, holding rewards and staking rewards, they come to your wallet based on the price of pTGC today. Like when the contract executes, let's say, you need to know this, guys, too. If you transfer these tokens to another wallet, you will pay the fee. So let's say somebody transfers some pTGC to another wallet. They're going to pay 5%. When they do that, the contract is buying pTGC and sending it to the other holders at today's price. That's just how it works. Everything is based on today's price, except in the world of locking. In the locking world, the pTGC that has been locked, the 30% penalty is going to be sent to you based on the quantity of tokens that are locked, not based on the price. Then the contract don't care what those tokens are worth. So if in our 10x example, somebody had locked up, they bought $100 worth of pTGC and locked it up. Okay, they did it, and then they got a 10x on it, and then they decide that they want an emergency unlock and 30%. So let's say they locked up 1,000 pTGC and they're going to nuke 300 of it. 300 of those pTGC go to the other lockers. 300. And it doesn't matter if the guy paid, 0.000001 for 1,000 or if you paid $1 for each one. Those tokens are going to, let's say he did pay 0.00001 for all of those tokens and suddenly they're worth $1. Well, those $300 are going to be distributed to all the other lockers. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's confusing, but just know that the reflections and staking rewards that we receive are based on the price of the token today. The locking rewards are not. They're based on token quantity, and those tokens could be worth a lot. Like, for example, let's go ahead and do this right here. Let's bring to the stage the pTGC lock calculator. Right, look into ptgc.com. 395 million tokens have been unlocked in the last 30 days. What's the value of those tokens? Let's find out. 395 million right now. I'm guessing it's going to be worth about, is that 395,000? Not quite. About half of that. $140,000. $140,000 was distributed to all the other lockers. Now, if price does a double, okay, and we still unlock 395,000, then $280,000 worth of tokens would be distributed. Does that make sense, guys? Makes sense. AlphaVoxer got it. So today we're going to say, okay, in the last 30 days, 395 million have been unlocked. Let's say you have 100 million locked up. And we can do this at today's price or a future price. Let's say your locking percent is 100% because you have some 10-year locks. Then you would take home $85.87 at today's. That's not today's price. That's the simulated price. Let's do today's price just to be fair. And it is 3035.34. Oops. 3035.34. $30.04, 5 cents. Okay. Well, let's say that would be the reward for 30 days worth of unlocking. If you had 100 million pTGC locked up for, at 100%. If you had 90%, well, just change it and you get $27.04. Now, if it were to go to a penny, here's your reward, $850. What if it goes to 10 cents? $8,500. Oh, shall we go a step further? What if it goes to $1? $85,000. For every 100 million pTGC locked up at $1, the locking rewards, if these continued, this average continued, And we have a strong history. We have how many months of history? We have 14 months of history for about 395 million being unlocked. So if you had 100 million locked up, like John May is looking for, wasn't it John May is looking for a shark position, that would be 290. I think that's 290 million tokens at $1, John. That would be $246,000. That's some cheese, dude. Can I just say that? Can I say it like that? That's some cheese. At 10 cents, I think John May is going to be happy. I hope John May has a plan for what he's going to do. I mean, at a penny, we're 28x from a penny. That's going to be $2,500. Not life changing, but maybe if you don't live in the States, you know. But you got to plan for that bear market, right? Speaking of the bear market, let's bring some balance to all of this. I want to show you guys. Give me a second. I got to find my Gray's income estimator. Yes, I think this will work. Okay. Let's say you have, well, let's I wish this was a calculator, actually. It's an estimator, it's not a calculator. But let's say, and like, for example, John, you could do your estimation based on this 500 million right here. And this is, I've not spent a lot of time on, this is a new one. Honestly, this is not the one I was looking for. Give me a second, guys. I don't want to get into something that I haven't smoothed yet. Give me a second. I think this is there. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Monthly unlock average, your lock pTGC, future price 10 cents, locking rewards $41,000. Okay. That's a bull. See the bull right here? That's a bull scenario. Now we got to plan for a bear scenario. Locking, unlocking. Let's just say the average. I don't have any reason to think that the average will change. We're not there yet. Your lock pTGC. Future price, 95% pullback. See that? That would put the price from 10 cents to 2.5 cents with 95% pullback. Monthly locking rewards would still be $7,000. 36 months total. And why did I do 36 months? Because maybe that's the length of the bear market, if we even have one. And then for reflections, let's say we did the $10 million volume, and your stake pTGC was 100 million. I don't know why I didn't put 500 million there. Let's see if this is a calculator. Nope. I need to tune it up a little bit. Future price 50 cents. Why didn't I make it the same? Well, you guys are just gonna have to. I think we're all just gonna have to put up with what I put in here, and I'll just fix it later. Monthly reflections on $10 million in volume with 100 million staked at 50, and the price doesn't even matter on volume. It would be $3,600 in staking rewards. 12 months total, 43,200, and then 95% pullback. Let's say the volume pulls back from $10 million to $500,000. You have $100,000 stake, and blah blah blah. $180 per month. So that's why, to me, the locking rewards are looking like exceptionally juicy, because and it's because of that. It's because they're not based on value. They're based on token quantity. That's why they're so good. What are we missing, guys? We're coming up on 1 hour. Let me check a message here real quick. See if anybody's reaching out to me. Say, hey, Prairie, your hat's on backwards or something like that. Okay, we're good. You guys lost me for a second. I don't know what happened. Okay. What do we need to talk about? The DAP. You know what's going to happen is I'm going to get off the stream and realize, oh man, I should have talked about froze. Yeah, it froze. It was weird. It happens. Let's go to Secreto Bank. Let's have a look at that. I'm curious. I was talking. Yeah, you guys don't talk to yourself, but I do. I was like, how much is in that pTGC pDI pair anyhow? Looks like $247,000. That's another reason I want pTGC or pDI to peg, is because I don't want this to be an anchor. It wouldn't be much of an anchor, but it would. $99,000 in volume on that pair. Yeah, I bet there was. What about UFO? So that's what did I say? That is a $250,000 pair. UFO has a $1.1 million pair. Okay, and if you guys are, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. If you guys are concerned about your UFO, if you have UFO paired with pDI, for example, as long as you just leave it there, all the pairs receive the same pulse rewards. And you've got your UFO shares that are guaranteeing you your position in that of those rewards. So you don't got to do anything with it. Like if pDI went to 0, you don't got to do nothing. You don't have to do anything because you're still going to get rewarded based on your UFO shares. That's pretty cool. I love how that system is built. What are we missing, guys? What do we need to talk about? Is there anything? We talked about the lock calculator, the moon math. We did some of that. We talked about reflections. We looked at my sheets. We looked at the chart. We did not look at the DAP. Nobody came in and said they wanted to know about the DAP. What else? Let me just scroll over and see if there's anything worth noting. Guys, if you want to know what's going on with pDI and all that, just reach out listen to some streams, right? Be careful who you listen to, but like Wolfman, I'm going to get this down here, man. Not Wolfman. Maddie is one. Okay. He did a stream yesterday with Crispy. I know both those guys. I spent time with them at the Pulse Chain conference. Maddie, Coexistence Steven did a stream. And some other gentlemen. Saint Wolf, thank you. Crypto Dave, thanks again. Hey, Lemonade. So, yeah, get the scoop. And then be on Spaces on Saturday because guarantee we're going to talk about it on Saturday. And hopefully it's good news. I mean, hopefully, here's another little thing that I didn't mention is that apparently there's something that's going to happen in a few days with this pDI thing. We got to wait for something for 2 or 3 days, something like that. So maybe in a few days, there'll be a little more certainty about what is happening one way or the other. But I don't know that I've given you guys any reason to think one way or the other than that was an interesting poll we did. That was an interesting poll. Thanks. John May says, hey, credit to whom credit is due. Thanks for Richard Hart. I don't get scared when these crashes happen. I'm bullish. Yes, that's right, man. Thanks for Richard Hart. Thanks to Richard Hart. He taught us, right? Yeah. 59 minutes. Oh, what about the Fed talk today? What about the Fed talk? Oh, where do you go? Okay, guys, tell me, where can I go to find the news about the Fed? Okay, what did the Fed decide on rates? I'm using Google, which I don't often use. Fed, okay, what it says is, this might be recent, it might be current. The Fed lowered interest rates twice more in 2024, bringing them down to the current level based on shifting. You guys got any FOMC today? Has it happened yet? I'm not sure, but I mean, It's 11 o'clock Mountain. FOMC is today, right? Meeting today. So it's 1 o'clock Eastern. It happens later. Okay, thank you. Yeah, the Fed will update its rate projections Wednesday. Here is what to expect. Let's talk about it. Let's read it. Expected. Okay, Fed officials at this week's meetings. Come on. Got pop-ups and block-ups. Back. Continue without supporting. Yes, I just want to read this news, guys. Fed officials at this week's meeting are expected to hold interest rates steady, but adjust their views on the economy and possibly the future path of interest rates. The committee could maintain its outlook for 2 cuts, remove one or both, or probably add another as a statement of concern over a potential slowdown. Everything seems to be on the table. Okay, and I don't know when this is going to be. They may not have it published publicly, but it is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. I hope they cut rates because I want crypto to pump. How is Bitcoin doing? Up 4%. Hasn't happened yet. Okay, happens later. Okay, yeah, later. I thought, okay, I'm at work. John May is working for his bags. Can't look stuff up. Yeah. Yes, guys, it's been fun. It has been interesting because we didn't even look at the DAP or anything like that. We just kind of rambled and chatted. It was a ramble chat today. So Zen will be doing a voice chat, speaking of chatting, tomorrow at, pretty sure that's, I always get these. I got to make a note on my sticky note. I think it's at 8 a.m. Thursday. And those voice chats, guys, if you have the time to jump into those voice chats, you know our founder. They're pretty good. There's a good voice chats. I jumped into the one on yesterday just for a little bit. Follow me on Twitter. And thank you, T.S. Pedro. Follow me on Twitter. Jump in the Telegram. I just accidentally posted that in there, the Telegram link. Follow me on Twitter. There is a guy. Give me a second. Let me find this. Follow me on Twitter. Like this video. Subscribe to this video. There's a guy on Twitter. Let me see if I can get his handle, because he is doing a space like every day. His name is Benjamin369. I don't know him that well. Let me get his handle here, guys. I'll drop it in the chat too. But he is having a space about Pulse Chain every single day. So, hey, man, show up and support. There you go. His handle is, I'll just show you. Let me give you guys this, and then we'll jump off, and I'll go get my laundry out of the dryer. That's funny. I just think that's funny. I hope you guys think that's funny. There's the gentleman right here. Oh, looks like he's been to Stonehenge. Founder of TrueDeFi.io, launching Q2, Tetra Labs, co-founder, Signum Oracle reporter, inspired by first Bitcoin 2013. Whoa. Pulse Chain. So follow him too. I mean, I don't know this guy. I just know that he has been holding spaces. So, and I think they're daily. So, and I've showed up for two of them. Why? I just want to support the guy. He's talking about Pulse Chain. You'll get some exposure in there. And by the way, guys, if you have the gold circle around your profile picture, and you can get that, look into ptgc.com, upload your profile, and download your new one. Look into ptgc.com and just click on the profile link, and then you'll have a gold circle around your profile. And then when you show up to his space, like I did Monday, there were 2 other Grays guys in there. It was 2 Gs and who's the other guy? I don't remember, but it's like, those are my buds, right? It's cool. It's like we're crashing their party, but we're doing it kindly because that's what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun. We will see you on Spaces on Saturday, and we'll do this stream again. It'll be a little more formal, going into the weeds on Sunday. So if you need that jump in on Sunday, and I'm going to walk through the dApp for sure. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you around the blockchain.